Okay, come here. So I want to tell you something. For the longest time in my life, I swear I struggled with confidence, at least in the way that I thought it was to be known. Like, confidence meant that you would walk in a room with your head held high, your light was always shining bright, you spoke loudly, you spoke up for yourself, nobody could say anything that would affect you. I mean, that's what I thought confidence was, and I struggled with that. But what I realized was I definitely always had confidence. Confidence is none of those things. Confidence is just the willingness to try, despite everything, despite fear, despite objection, despite worrying about what somebody may think and judgment. Confidence is just the willingness to try. And if you have that, you will be successful in making your life abroad the life of your dreams. My name is Ashley, and on my channel here, Ashley in Africa, I talk about all things moving, living, and doing business on the continent of Africa. If that sounds interesting to you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment about, some of the things that you're worried about in making this move to Africa, if you've ever thought about it, anywhere on the continent, right? Like, leave me a comment below. Let me know what's really making it tough for you to make that decision or what you're worried about. And I'd love to respond to you and get back to you as soon as I can. But if this video makes you think twice about why you're doing what you're doing, that's a great thing. But if you've got the willingness to try, you can absolutely make it. You can make it, and you can make any dream come true as long as you've got the confidence to do so. The second thing that you're absolutely going to need when making a decision to relocate to the continent is resilience. Okay? Like, you're going to have to work through some things. Listen to me when I tell you. Everything is not going to go as planned. So having a plan is super imperative, but being flexible to what that looks like and actually overcoming the challenges that will come, because they will. Anytime you're doing anything like moving to another continent, you're gonna have a lot of roadblocks, a lot of potholes, a lot of detours along the way. And resilience is your friend. Keep going. You can do this. It is a life skill that many of us have had to pick up in the West, especially as professionals or entrepreneurs. Typically, nothing has ever gone our way, right? We've had to work through some serious challenges along the way, and resilience is our friend. So as long as we continue to try and push through those challenges, man, like, the doors open up, right? Like, the doors open up, they open up wider the next time we have the skills and the toolkits to be successful and to know, like, oh, okay, that happened once, ain't gonna happen to me again, or that's happened, let me prepare for the next opportunity that something like this might come my way. And so resilience is absolutely something you have to have if you want to be successful in your relocation to Africa. And the last thing is pretty simple. A reason for both, number one, confidence, and number two, resilience to be put to the test. Because they will be put to the test, okay? You're gonna have to try to push through some things. You're gonna have the confidence and the willingness to go after that life in Africa, that land purchase, that business setup, that investment. You're gonna have that relationship, right? That friendship. You're gonna have to have a reason why you're willing to put those to the test. And so, it can't be these emotional decisions that are valid, right? Like, making a decision to move to the continent of Africa because of racism in America is not a reason enough to test that resilience and that confidence, because racism is everywhere. It's everywhere. It's on the continent. It looks a lot different than it does in the West, but it is there. Is it in the magnitude that we've experienced in America? I wouldn't say so. But there are moments where, you know, somebody of a lack of melanin is going to try it, and you're going to have to maintain a level of composure. So that's not a reason to put them to the test. Capitalism is also not a reason, because it's present on the continent. In fact, capitalism is what creates economies. And so there is an opportunity to be consciously capitalistic and be mindful of the ways that we are employing capitalism on the continent, but it is on the continent. And so escaping or attempting to escape these things is not a reason enough to make a decision to relocate to the continent. Some of the reasons that I chose specifically were, you know, for my ability to have a better quality of life. Like, that is a fact. Any African that you ask on the continent in comparison to living in the US specifically, right, will tell you that the quality of life is better on the continent, no matter where you are on the continent. And these are for Africans that have spent time in the US specifically. These aren't those brothers and sisters who have an aspiration to travel to the US because they are living in, you know, not so abundant they aren't living, you know, they're impoverished, because that's real, right? Like, their desire to go to the West, or go to America specifically, is based on the media that they consume that shows them that life, the American dream, is better, which we all know, if we've lived in America, is not real. So quality of life, number one for me. Number two, my children having an opportunity to live a life of privilege, that's what they have on the continent. And I recognize that respectfully and responsibly, that as an American citizen, living on the continent of Africa affords them a level of privilege where they are able to live a life that is fulfilled, where they see themselves on billboards and television screens, and they see themselves in positions of power. They don't have to mute themselves because they are considered to be minor or under another population. No, they have a position of privilege on the continent because, yes, they speak English, but also they have a melanated complexion that is reflective in everyone that surrounds them. That is a reason why I will put that confidence and that resilience to the test, because my daughters deserve to live their lives out loud. They deserve to shine their brights to the brightest hue possible. And quite frankly, so do I. You know, I also have made the choice to live on the continent because I recognize that not only is this a revolutionary act, but it is, you know, something that is totally foreign and has become attainable to so many that have seen me make this move. And so I am giving Black women, Black men, Black families an opportunity to see what this decision could actually look like. And it is no longer an abstract thought for them. So I recognize the lives, the families, the homes, the generations that I am impacting in this decision. And for those reasons, I am willing to put my confidence to the test. I am willing to put that resilience to the test. And I am willing to do it over and over again, because my why is strong enough for me to do that. So if you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it, share it with someone that would find value in it, and book some time with me if you are making a decision to relocate and move your family to Africa. I'm telling you, you will not regret it, and I'm happy and would be honored to work with you. Until next time, I'll see you soon.